Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Hopefully everybody's having a great time out of the associated. We are back over here with GC's newest teaser. Yes, we have our first look at a new teaser here for the next update coming to Grand Cross. On top of that, I didn't even know this came out, but apparently it did. We had our result of how last month happened for GC, and dude, it was horrific. I thought it would do much better, like last month for Grand Cross. I thought it would do much better. We got folded, bro. Holy. I wanted to share it with you and show it to you where we were at. But yeah, new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Let's jump into it here today and let's check out everything. Here we go. First things first, the best part is we can kind of simply do this in a way because this over here, we had, right, always when it comes to Korea, they always update the GM note and put out like the teaser over here, and it kind of confirms what it is for you. So for some reason they didn't do it just yet, but whenever it's like a D-Day, like this festival, they just call it D-Day 1. Whenever it's like a collab, they say it in-game, collaboration and such. And whenever it's an LR, they literally say like 16th LR Great Hero D-Day 1. In this case, they didn't do that. I don't know why they didn't do that, but they didn't do that just yet. So there is that. They'll post it, I guess, maybe later, or maybe it's just not hyped enough to post over here in Korea. Global doesn't ever post it, so we don't really have that to go with, but we think, and I think we all can presume, this is definitely the LR. This is the teaser they've posted over here. 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross D3. Again, to answer like the community, because like I've seen those comments come through saying, "Oh, it was fake." You know, where was that? Where's that? Cusack leak that you had? Oh my God, where's the LR now? This is how Grand Cross has been doing it, and people just keep complaining about it. But how they do it is this: upon the leak, so I guess it gets added to the files like 2-3 weeks prior. Voldemort finds it. Voldemort posts it. Now, when the major update happens, because they want to separate content and they want to be able to create that thing of, hey, you play this week, you play next week, you play a week after, because this game has a content cycle every 2 weeks. There is always a dead week. The middle week is always dead. So in their way to fix that, LRs have been created, and those Hero Arena, Chaos PvP, those things were created to create, hey, they're going to play much more because there's things dropping off cycle, right? Off of dead weeks, off of that entire aspect. That's how these have been created. So they don't always drop at the 600. They always drop whenever they want to create that, saying, hey, you at least have something to do now this week. Otherwise, you wouldn't have. You would have been just taking a break from GC to limit, or lessen the blow. These stupid things have been created, right? Saying, hey, we'll put the LR afterwards. So in this case, yes, this is, I'm guessing, LR Cusack being teased here. If we didn't have the leak, bro, this would actually get players so excited. But again, knowing that it is Cusack, maybe it's not that exciting. So half of these teasers are bait, bro. Like, dude, me seeing this, I'm like, oh my God, that's actually sick, dude. What is this teaser gonna be? But yeah, you have players like, seriously, what is this? Self-destruct Fraudrin. LR, right? Yes, it should be. This should be the LR. Almost guaranteed this is the LR. Because again, when it comes to what is it? An update, it can't happen, right? We just got Easton. There is, again, no possibility that this is some sort of update because, again, you literally just got Easton. So nothing they can do there, right? They can't just, like, surprise drop something. I hope, right? But yeah, it's definitely LR Cusack. Demons have been getting a lot of love lately. It makes a lot of sense. Voldemort leaked it, so again, it is a fully correct and legitimate leak there. So again, he posted about this days ago. We knew it was coming at some point, but now it's officially red. So are you excited? Are you ready? Do you even care about LR Cusack? Most of my comments don't give a damn, but it's there. So do what you will. Do what you will with that information. LR Cusack coming to the game off of the D3 teaser here. Now, you want to see GC get cooked? Take a look at this, dude. I was shocked that it did that bad. I genuinely expected better of Grand Cross. I'm depressed at this, but Gotcha Revenue came out pretty much. It shows again how we did as a game. Obviously, someone's gonna be like, oh, but Gogo's web shop. We have web shop every month. That doesn't change. So last month GC did great. This month it's gonna do bad. If you have that much of a spike, soul leveling caused such a spike in the game that you're not gonna get that again. Dude, whales are recovering. That's understandable. So off of, obviously, soul leveling, it was a huge month of the game. No doubt about it. They also got top grossing, which is, like, horrific. Like, that never happens for GC. Seeing that is like, oh, my God. Right? We're low-key cooking. But beyond that, this is, again, Gotcha Revenue. If you're looking at, it was mostly a bad month for a lot of games, too. It's not that just GC got cooked, but it's the summer season. Players are getting ready for winter events, end of year, right? Investor reports and such. So games have to pop off at the end of the year. That's why GC has their best banners then. So, Gotcha Revenue it's a bit red. All right, some green, but mostly red. GC didn't even crack top 40 this time. They ended up going top 46. They almost didn't even get on the revenue report. That would have been so bad. I've always seen GC on the revenue report. Not seeing it this time would have been so scary. You have to realize the worst part is Grand Cross will probably no longer be on the revenue report in 6 months' time, because you have Origin coming out. You have what is it? You have Blue Protocol, I think that's coming out with them. You have another Hoyo game coming out. You got a lot of stuff coming out. And GC, if it averages sometimes this 3 mil month, which that's sometimes common with smaller updates, they might not be on Gacha revenue for or this sort of asset for much longer. You have to go to the website and see it, just because again it drops here and there. But on obviously months like this, they'll definitely be here, because again, you have to realize they dropped how many positions? 21 positions. Damn. If you're wondering what this revenue consists of, that's like raw Demon King, Meliodas. Wasn't there a step up? Maybe Scotty. Was Scotty the step up? I don't even remember. Step up, and then very little of Gelda, very little. Because again, Gelda was what? Wasn't Gelda? No, Gelda was 24. No, she was 27, 28. Yeah, so 3 or 4 days of Gelda. So, not the best. Not the best revenue, especially Meliodas being in the month. That's not the best. I wonder exactly whose revenue that is. We'll never have that thing to look at, but I don't know. Demon King didn't do that hot. I know that. I rarely see hardcore Demon King being run, and that also a 6/6 Demon King being run. I do see Meliodas having a lot of hype, so I think that this number really is just Meliodas and nothing else. Gelda, whatever it is, I do see her a lot on JP, not much on Global. So I do think that JP probably was the side of that's summoned. But Global, I don't know. They didn't give a damn. Dude, Global didn't give a damn. They cared about waifu, I think, on the JP side. So, yeah. It's no solo leveling, I guess. It's no solo leveling. I guess we can go with that. But that is the revenue. What do you sort of think about that? Is it a W? Is it an L? What's your honest take? But yeah, 2.9 mil. Which for Meliodas, I just expected a bit more. I thought it was going to be a better month. But remember, also, people are saying, hey, this is Easton level update, because it compares to back then when I think Roxy did about 2.8 mil, or something like that. But no, you realize web shop is still there. That's true, right? Because back then, there was no web shop, right? Now there is a web shop. So you would say that this update probably did around 3.5. But again, I expected on this number here to be about 3.5. And then web shop that we can't count, that's separated, right? But yeah, since then, since back then, Easton, stop listening to those sort of posts that I've seen on Twitter or wherever. They were saying oh, Easton did better, but whatever, Catastrophe did better. No, this is, again, web shop is here. So those updates back then, they didn't have a web shop. Now you have a web shop, so you can't compare back then to now, right? Roxy theoretically did again about 2.8, 2.9, something around there. This is not on par with that, no, because web shop is still there. All right, but yeah, I don't know. I thought Melly would do better. That's all I thought. I was like, what? But yeah, no, Melly, Demon King, Scotty, and by the way, Gilda. That's about what that update consists of. And is that a good number for those? I don't know. I expected for, again, people like Demon King. I thought that would do good. And then Gelda also waifu. That didn't sell. That's crazy. I don't know. That's crazy to me. Take care. Have fun. It's been it for me. Let me know what you think altogether. But yeah, that is teaser. And that is ouch. Damn, GZ. Come on now. Peace out. Take care. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And maybe it's just that they're hyped up for end of year. End of year always makes a comeback, dude. Collaboration in October. Festival. Those are going to be the 3 biggest updates of the year. As always. JP Annie cooks. This cooks. Collabs cook. So